Hey fishers, a little bit to cover. Got a few interesting facts, I suppose. We know Dartmouth's fishing well at the moment. It's very good at the moment. We've got a lot of people heading down there this weekend because it's the Dart Cup. If the weather's good, it'll be good. Hume, we're still getting pretty consistent reports of some good quality redfin coming out of it. Just keep in mind that you've got to hunt around a little bit, but when you find them, some really good sized fish. 30 centimetre up to 40 centimetres, pretty common at the moment, so it's looking really good. The river below the Hume Weir, plenty of crays, bucket loads. They're letting about 10,000 megs out, so it's going to be really easy to get your boat around down there this year, whereas the last couple of years have been a little bit hard. But yeah, crayfishing down there, absolutely spot on. Season's open, by the way, opened on the 1st of June, goes right through the end of August. We've got all the gear if you need it, don't worry about that. Mulwala, all the boat ramps are closed. If you've got a little tinny or a canoe or a kayak, you'd probably get in without too much trouble. But bigger boats, forget it. You're not going to have any chance really. But they're still getting a few good cod down there, some monsters actually. So it's still worth the effort. We're getting some good reports from the Murrumbidgee River here, but it's high, it's dirty, and it's hard to get a boat in, obviously. But in some areas you will. I think James is probably still going to be all right, but they're getting a few crays, still getting plenty of cod on bait if you want to get down and give it a go. Weather conditions aren't great. Tumut River, looking good. There's only about 5,500 megs at the moment. Don't know how long it's going to stay like that, but that's real fishable. So your chances of catching some good trout out of there are exceptionally high. We're getting some really good reports from Blowing. Some nice reddies coming out of it and some real big cod. Chasing cod and Blowing at the moment. Night time's all right, but trawling through the day seems to be pretty consistent. So we're getting some good fish out of that. So we're pretty happy with it. The redfin are just incredible. You're going to get some really good quality fish if you put in the time, and you're going to find them everywhere. They're sort of schooled up a little bit again, so it looks good. Talbingo, really good fishing, plenty of trout out of it, some good sized fish, a few reddies amongst them, so it's worth the effort there. Yukonbean, Jindabyne, spot on. If you can put up the coal, to tell you what, you'd have to be brave. The Yukonbean River, there's a fair few fish coming out of it, but the last 3 days, it's quieting down a fair bit. Plenty of snow around, but the water's gone clear, so they don't run as much when it's really clear, but they're still getting enough fish to get excited about. Tentangra, give it a miss. All the roads are closed in Tentangra, too much snow around, no access to it at the moment, so don't even think about it. Wangla Dam, got a few good reports from Wangla. It's starting to really pick up again. Some nice cod getting caught. Getting a lot of silver perch off the bank with bait or just out of the boat, obviously with bait. Worms in particular. Getting a few yellows, grubs around the trees, that sort of thing. But some nice cod casting, trolling. Big lures seem to be the go. Trolling a big spinnerbait's one of the best ways to go there. Burrendong's good. Yellows, reddies, fired up. Windermere is still fishing well, which actually surprised me quite a bit. And the old lake in the middle of Wagga, still the odd fish coming out of it, so don't write it off just yet. So it's looking okay. But don't forget, plenty of crays in the Murrumbidgee. Get down there, get stuck into it, and nothing better than getting a big fire going on the bank, have a barbie, catch a few crays, have a bit of fun, take the kids down, have a ball. Compleat Angler's report for this week. We'll catch you next week.